Ashoka the Great, born on 304 BC in Pataliputra. He died on 232 BC in Pataliputra. Ashoka said no society can prosper if it aims at making things easier. Instead, it should aim at making people stronger. Ashoka, also known as Ashoka the Great, was an Indian emperor of the Maurya dynasty who ruled almost all of the Indian subcontinent. The grandson of the founder of the Mauryan dynasty, Chandragupta Maurya, Ashoka promoted the spread of Buddhism across ancient Asia. Ashoka said no society can prosper if it aims at making things easier. Instead, it should aim at making people stronger. Yes, it must have come from a really experienced, powerful personality who must have roared like a 1,000-man warrior. A person without any fat except skeletal muscle who stood 6 feet 2 inches tall. Must have been a real person who could really feel the strong is very important, not the more the facilities. The more the facilities, more cheaper and weaker you become. The more facilities is given to you, when you don't become strong, you automatically don't become strong. Then only disease becomes your relatives. Then your gymnasium becomes your hospitals. What a connecting link. No society can prosper if it aims at making things easier. Yes. Nowadays in the society, in the big houses, they have one separate house for your daughter, one separate house for the son, one separate house for daddy, one separate for mommy. So many. And then they found out the communication gap. There was a massive communication gap between the parents and the children. They got disconnected. They're hardly getting time to talk to them. Even if they go talk to them, children gets very angry because they're always with the mobile or with the laptop or studying or talking to their friends. So I always used to advise people, do not create a big house. Instead, let the big money be in the bank. That money can be utilized properly. Why you want to show off a very big house? In one house, the oldest Indian tradition is in one house, only one single hall, and that hall, the father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, everybody sits together, bum to bum, and they all put in one plate, and then they just eat it from one plate. Or you can have separate plate, but eating from one plate is also a very big, healthy one. Or else the grandmother or grandfather will make one round and give to one child. They eat. Baby children should run and come and eat and come. What a love expression of that making and then eating and all. Yes. That was very powerful. That makes things more powerful. When you sit together, you can discuss a lot of things. And when you discuss the deep, intimate relationship between you and the children bonds together. That is another kind of a strength, sitting together, taking baths together in one single tub, taking baths so you can scrub. Nowadays, nobody takes baths together because they all uses a term called shy or this or that. But our Indian society, even now in the villages, no child, small child or grown-up child, girl or boy is not allowed to take bath. If they take bath without informing the parents, they get very angry because parents will go and scrub their back at them. So sisters or brothers scrub their back. Scrubbing is a must. I once went to a place called Davangere district. When I was sitting in that house, it's a small, poor house. Suddenly their brother came from outside. The moment he came, he removed his dress, he put up a small towel, he rushed up. I was thinking, where he was rushing? When he rushed up, he was sitting in a stone in the quadrangle, and his sister runs behind and she started pouring water into his head and scrubbing his back, and he stays. Love relation, they don't know whether it is a sister or brother, but they take baths together. That becomes the bond and the strength together. Instead, it should aim at making people stronger, creating more facilities of making the mixie, the washing machine. All this came. When washing machine came, more hospitals came. Mixie came, more hospitals came. Where people have got the strength. Olden days of making, grinding the masalas with the hand, and you keep sweating. And so the washing machine, with the hand, you hit the cloth and you squeeze it up and down. Then you take the cloth and go to the sunlight, you dry it up in the sunlight, you got the sunlight, you got the wind, you sweated. Where is diseases? Now those is gone, everything, even in washing machines dries it up also. And even you don't even iron, you go to give to the iron man on the next door. What kind of a culture? It is a culture which created a lot of lazy people. Look, Ashoka, that time, even that time, if understood, I'm not telling facilities are bad, good, facilities are bad, facilities are good, but find out what is good for you. Why should you create so many rooms? Where are you getting time to talk to you? If you cannot have time to talk to you, then why did you marry? Why did you run a family? Acharya Rakumjee said, no society can prosper if it aims at making things easier. Don't make things easier. Make everybody participate in the work. Not that you come or rush up to the office or to your business place or to your political arena, and then you come back, you remove your dress and you do not do any work at home. If you spend 50% time in the outside, you must do 50% of work inside. Same amount of work what you spend outside, you must do inside. Same amount of people if you have spoken outside, that much words you must speak inside also. If you have shaken hands with your friends outside, you must shake hands with your wife and the children inside the house. That makes the strength. That yin and yang, positive and negative equally, equal terms only can create electricity. That electricity is called the power. Ashoka the Great said, no society can prosper if it aims at making things easier. Instead, it should aim at making people stronger, yes. Instead of giving them free electricity, you must teach the people to make sure how to collect the solar. So they are in deep in love with the nature. When they start collecting solar, they'll climb up to clean up the solar panels. They know how you get light. Now hardly anybody climbs on the top of the terrace. What about rain come? You do not even welcome the rain. Ask them, they must collect the rainwater. That makes the society very strong. Every house should collect the rainwater. They must have a rainwater harvesting. And then there should be a competition to find out in this nagar and that nagar how much rainwater we were able to collect. That makes them to combine. I do not know whether it is a political game or by anybody who try to divide and rule policies. People do not talk to let people not talk to each other. Let us give them everything. That is what the gangsters, the autocrats have done it. But what is wrong with you people? You people are a family member. You want more love. You cannot buy love from the shop for 5 rupees. Love has to be created right inside the house. That is the strength. When you do all this work, you lost all your land. You went to a pigeonhole in a flat. Where's the land? If you have the land, you can till the land. You can grow many varieties of fruits, or fruit plants, fruit orchard. You can grow vegetable garden, medicinal garden. All that is power. You are not doing anything. Yes. To roll like a 1,000-man warrior, you have to work very, making people very. Seeing you, the others should work with you. When you are sweeping, you cannot tell, no, you don't sweep. When your wife is sweeping, you also take the broom and sweep. Then you can see stomach is going down. You're getting a lot of energy. Scrubbing the floor. Tell everybody, today is our meeting. Today is our prayer. Everybody must be present. From childhood, you teach the children. What is a prayer? First, scrubbing. Karma yoga is our prayer. Scrubbing the place everywhere. After scrubbing the place, and everybody can sit together and eat together. Then one day everybody sit together, have Raja Yoga, do all the exercises, whatever exercise you want, yoga exercise, this exercise together. Then Jnana Yoga, everybody, today is a prayer, you must come. And then talk about your Bible, your Quran, your Bhagavad Gita, yes, Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, everybody sit together, let us sing together, yes. We can have an Antakshari. All these are the strength. Make it stronger. Ashoka is telling them. Society which doesn't make it stronger. Make people stronger. Don't make things easier. The more you make it easier, you are becoming very weak. God has not made things easier. It's very powerful eyes. Look at the heart beating. Do you think he was a cheap man? He was a weak man? Yes. When you have a very strong person behind you, you also should work hard to maintain it. When you maintain it, then it becomes very powerful. The house is full of energy. God descends into your house. Happiness descends into the house. When happiness and God descends into the house, where is the disease? All disease runs away. That is called the joint family system. Once you understand them, then family tree blooms beautifully, and God will shower flowers from heaven to you. Ashoka the Great said, no society can prosper if it aims at making things easier. Instead, you should aim at making people strong. Everybody should make sure that you practice martial arts strongest. Make everybody there strong. Nobody, man or woman, must practice martial art. Recently, there was a neighborhood fight between India and some other country, and then that is time Indians understood that, oh, we have to be very strong. Sometimes physical fight also comes, you get frightened. Every time we cannot depend on the police to come. When you know physically you are strong, then you do not have to fear the robbers or anybody else. Martial art, please make everybody practice martial art. And yoga can be done only after the age of 60, like Confucius says. Meditation, philosophy only after the age of 60. Yoga Shastra, Yoga Pranaya, Yoga Asanas can be done after the age of 60. Before that, let everybody practice martial arts. Maybe it can be boxing or wrestling, karate, whatever it is, but practice that makes things very strong, society strong. You are healthy and there is no poverty. This is my 112th short discourse.